I'm Robbie Rivers, 918 Training Solutions. Today's going to be a demo on ladder safety. We could go into hours and hours of actual class. But just for starters, when you first get your ladder out, you're going to set it up. We want to look for overhead obstructions or anything that the ladder might come in contact with that could be a danger for me or someone I'm working with. After that, I like to inspect the ladder. We want to check any connection points. We want to check the legs and the rungs for any kind of damage. If we do have connection points that are loose, we need to address that before we ever use the ladder. Another thing is we want to check all of our ladders are going to come with the caution stickers. This one is actually a self-supported ladder and a lean ladder. The big difference would be the self-support. They typically come in 4-leg construction or 3-leg construction, depending on what you're using them for. They will support themselves. So this one, it's got 4 legs. When we set it up, before we ever get on it, we want to make sure that all the legs are not damaged, straight, not warped. This ladder here comes with the 2 braces in the middle. This will not allow it to shut on us as long as they're locked. We never want to get on a ladder like this because this will allow the ladder to collapse on itself, which could possibly hurt me or a coworker. So this would actually be the proper way to secure this ladder. The other part is we want to make sure that we're on a good surface. Obviously this is a good clean surface. Sometimes though, if it was wet, that would equal being slick. Right here, if you notice, we have a rubber pad. We want to make sure that the rubber padding is sufficient on all 4 legs. So that's just a quick overview on the main safety issues we need to take care of for the ladder to make sure it's ready to go with the self-supporting ladder. This ladder is also designed that we can lean it up on a surface. The surface has to be secure. It can't move. It has to be a solid surface or it will cause a collapse, which could cause injury once again. This ladder comes with a latch that secures the legs. We need to make sure that that's up so it doesn't allow it to open when we lean it. And you'll notice, once again, just like we check the pads on the legs, up here, since this is going to make contact with a wall or another surface, we need to make sure that the pads are secured on here and not missing. If they are missing, the ladder needs to be taken out of service because that's a safety hazard. It could slide, and that includes these little ones here that are made for gripping pipe. So basically, make sure your surface can't move. Obviously, this wall won't move. The good thing about this wall, we can demonstrate the pipe gripping part. It'll actually catch the groove here. So you can bring the ladder in, set the ladder on the groove. You'll notice it actually has room, so it goes in there. One thing that people make a lot of mistakes on is the angle of the ladder, especially on extension ladders or ladders that require a solid surface to hold it. What we do is we pull back the feet. So we want to make sure the feet make solid contact, and that will prevent it from slipping. At that point, we follow the manufacturer's directions as far as which rung we can go up to safely. So just because you might be working with a 12-foot ladder, that does not mean you can stand on the top rung at 12 feet. It's just the overall length of the ladder. Typically, we don't go above the 3rd rung. But like I said, this is just demo purposes. We could do hours and hours on ladder safety, on the types of ladders that are out there, whether they're residential, commercial, or actual life safety ladders with like the fire safety service. Thank you.